Previously on Trails through Daybreak, Gerard Dantes used the shards to create a nuke, which he detonated in Cray while Dingo was researching there. The party then decided to patrol Edith amidst a state of emergency, with Judith using shards to disguise herself. They took on the 4 SPG where they had to sneak Isla past the checkpoints, even if it meant breaking the law. This gave Van enough chaos points to unlock Mare's Chaos Swarm, which he put to good use during the simulated boss fight against the Assault Frame.
Vandalize! Raid!
Yes, I finally broke 100k! I needed that.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Nice going, Van.
That was very important. Now I can get Regulus Caliber. Yes, that was difficult. I had to make sure Van had the correct skills set up so that all his reds are on the EX line so he can get a strength boost at the start of battle. And I also had to make sure I cast La Forte and then have Catra cast his buff shield, and that gave Van just enough to get the achievement. Yes, Power A+, the strongest fire spell.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
So Omala just had to go off the deep end, didn't they? I don't buy the whole show of force bit, personally. There's gotta be more to it than that, just my gut feeling. I'm feeling it too. It's gone knocked my supply routes out of commission. Business is gonna be real tough for a while. The Blacklight District is just a packed with people these days. It's a madhouse, I swear. Some are selling, some are snooping, some are just doing whatever they darn well please. It's hard to know what's going on anymore. It's gotten everybody a bit high-strung lately. Be careful walking around. You don't want to set anybody off. Yes, the situation is a lot more insidious than we anticipated. Lots of unknown roaming around down here. There are no signs of A either, which is rather unsettling. Right, Understood. Alright, I'll keep checking as I pull out. Hopefully I still dig something up, but I'll just have to wait and see. The guild is really pulling out all the stops. But we shouldn't linger here. Let's get out of here before somebody recognizes me. One of Calvard's best actresses and you can't convince people you're someone else. You know, he does have a point. Jeez Louise, it's scary to see the kind of havoc a single group of undesirables can raise. If the Blacklight District is this shaken up about it, I can only imagine how messy it's gotten on the surface. I'm scared to think where all this might be headed. Hopefully it doesn't snowball into something even worse, but who knows? Sigh. Perhaps this time I dug out some of my rarer merchandise. Normally these don't sell so easy, but you never know. Let's see, I've got my mines, my RPGs, what else can I put for sale? Choices. Times like these, it's hard to predict what people want. Maybe I should put out some of my less popular items and see if I get any bites. A lot of old guys like to come here for some reason. I don't know who they are, maybe they just like mommy's drinks. I like them though. Nobody who likes mommy's drinks can be a bad person. And I'm gonna go give them all big hugs. We've had a lot of real nasty Jaeger types around here lately. It makes it hard to focus on my job. Times like these are really bogged down my work, given I have to go out and bring in clients myself. I thought about joining Eden, but I don't know if I could hack it when all their girls are so much younger. Sigh. Lil Yo is just too cute for his own good, I tell you. He makes all your worries melt away. We've got Jaegers everywhere trying to make moves with all the turmoil going on. However, it all shakes out. I can't see it leading to anything good, Sigh. Tell me, was the reporter who I think it was? The one who broke the news about Crail Village? I think you know the answer as well as we do. Man, shit, he was a good guy. I feel like it's our responsibility to go out and avenge him. That way he can rest in peace up there.
Indeed.
I do myself, but yeah, all I can do is pour one out for him. Not to mention, we've got Jaeger Corps making moves all over the place. Shit could get ugly any second. I probably need to put more stock in maintaining my weapons, not just for my safety, but for Yo's too. From the sounds of it, they've got cops everywhere patrolling the streets above. I doubt they'll come down here, but it's hard not to be nervous knowing they're close by. So how much longer must I wait until I can finally leave here and feel the sun on my skin again? I miss the outside world. Well, what we got here? You jumping into the fray? Hell yeah, you're my kind of man. They're doing exhibition matches for a tournament right now. Get on this shit and show everyone what you're made of. Crap, I didn't sign up for this. All I wanted to do today was a little recon. They're bound to make some moves soon. I should just lay low and blend for now. Can't say I recognize those Jaegers. Guess this is the place all the cops go to for sniffing out intel. I've been running into trouble lately. I keep getting all these rough customers. I don't know what, but I guess something big happened because all these weirdos have been playing in down here. They're great for business, but they're a teensy bit scary to deal with, you know? Even the Blacklight District's all thrown out of whack. This whole mess is causing problems for everyone. Which means it's up to us to bounce back and get everybody back in action. That's it, I'm telling our girls to go all out. No holds barred. You guys had better come in too. It's gonna be a real party in here. The government's been awful slow responding to the mafia's massacre, and the guilds got their hands tied too. Oh man, I haven't felt so thrilled in ages. Who makes the next move, I wonder? Maybe there'll be some blood to pay. Whatever happens, it's set up for one hell of a show. I'm on pins and needles. Hey there, come on and have some fun. Just don't get too naughty, alright? I never thought Almada would go that far, but they did. They sure as hell did. I had a couple of friends out there, and now, all you can do is just try and roll with the punches, I guess. What psychotic stunt do they pull next, though? Nothing's off the table anymore. This place is a real magnet for the thugs and lowlifes of Calvard. Taking Jaeger dropouts, con artists, two-bit gangsters, the works. Those guys are always making a ruckus. I tell them to can it, but the dumb shits never listen. You folks be real careful wandering around these parts. Damn near anything can pop off if your luck's bad enough.
Shops are so nice.
How can a whole village just vanish? Someone tell me it's just some elaborate ad campaign for a movie. It has to be, right? Come on, somebody tell me it's all just a bad joke already. How could something so terrible happen in my own lifetime?
The type.
Hey son, what's wrong? You're being really quiet. I know you're probably shocked about what happened, but this isn't like you. It's just, you know how my brother works for the Tyrell Times? He told me something. He said it might have been racially driven. I've always tried not to get wrapped up in that kind of stuff, but now... Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I guess I get what you mean. Might be a little tough to just ignore it and move on this time. I feel so bad for you. You fit in so perfectly here, and then to have to feel that. I'll say this, it's okay to confront that stuff if and only if you're ready to. Just know you can always come to Peter and me. We're here for you. Whether or not you choose to do anything about these issues, you'll always be our friend, and nothing will ever change that, alright? Yeah, what she said. I agree 100%. If you ever need to just get something off your chest, we're here. It's easy to think about stuff once you've gotten it out and cooled your head. We're more than happy to give you that space, son. We'll figure it out with you. It's the least we can do. You guys, thank you. I don't know what I was thinking, letting myself get so hung up like that. I'm sorry I worried you two. We all get along so naturally with San. It's easy to forget sometimes what sort of position she's in within society. But she tries not to let any of that bar her and happily embraces people like us. It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Your fate.
When it comes down to it, my problems pale in comparison to hers. Maybe it's time I sat down and really saw the score back home. It was really getting me down and I refused to let myself snap out of it and let go. I'm so glad I have Peter and Marilyn in my life. They don't care about my background, they just care about me. That's what I call a couple of true friends.
Okay.
I don't think it's strange for San to wear things that aren't associated with her heritage. She just wants to walk to be of her own drum. I just wish she would realize that it's okay for her to rely on us sometimes. I mean, we're here for her, we're her friends because of how unique she is. That's why we were able to meet in the first place. It's a damn tragedy what happened in Crail. Entertainment companies used to go there all the time to film things. The industry's ties to there run deep. That's probably why people within it are starting up charity efforts to help. Who knows if there are any survivors left or if the place can even be rebuilt. I'm sure all that good will can still lead to something positive. Well, hello, welcome. I know these aren't exactly happy times, but feel free to stay and relax. If nothing else, seeing our customers smile brings me a little comfort too, which I can definitely use right about now. I'm just sorry, it's hard for me to stay calm in this situation. When I first heard, none of it felt real, but then this morning it started hitting me and I started getting more and more scared. We can't let them break our spirits. These terrorists want us to be afraid, remember that. Looks like he's feeling tense too, not that I'm surprised. Yeah, just like the cats in our neck of the woods, they can definitely sense things. Mr. McMillan? Oh, Agnes, forgive me, I was simply closing my eyes for a moment. Yes, I've had the pleasure of visiting there. To think such tragedy could befall such a warm and welcoming village. I have to carry on. Even under this declaration, I have no choice but to continue running the cafe. Still, I feel compelled to pray for these souls. You can tell he's trying his best to stay calm. Probably lots of people out there who have had to hold on and keep themselves together for how they can.
Well,
these are not easy times, which is why it is all the more important for us to continue to offer a space where people can relax and feel safe. I simply want to ease my customers' worries. I'll be continuing to pray for the souls of those we lost in Crail as well. May you rest in peace. How could anyone wipe out an entire village off the face of the map? That's going way too far. I like spine-tingling crime stories as much as the next girl, but this doesn't give me that sensation at all. It's hard to put into words. I guess I'm scared, just scared. I wonder when things will go back to normal.
Indeed.
I can't believe Almada would go so far. I thought I understood what they were capable of, but I guess not. All I feel right now is scared. I'm just scared. There have been murmurs that what happened in Crail might have been an ethnic attack. It's only speculation for now. But I ended up telling my sister San about it anyway. I really shouldn't have done that though. She's probably freaking out. I get a feeling San is taking what I said really hard. I know she tries not to pay any mind to those sorts of issues. Part of my job is to ask questions and explore as many angles of a potential story as I can. But I think sharing it with her was the wrong call. I messed up big time. The Republic has never faced a crisis like this before in its long history. There's a lot of unrest among the citizens right now. And that goes for us too. We know all the questions that people want answered about this situation. We at the Tyrell Times have one job and one job only. To bring facts to the people before this information muddies the waters. What you're doing is vital to the well-being of this country. Be proud of what you do as you go out and get those answers. Yes, Chief. This is a completely unprecedented situation. It's really putting our abilities to the test. There's more to this story than what the government has led us to believe. The people are counting on us to shed light on this truth, so that's exactly what we will do. Things have been pretty crazy around here lately. I've never seen anything like it. With the area surrounding Crail under lockdown, we can't send anybody out to do on-the-ground investigating. The editor-in-chief gave a pep talk earlier, so I'm sure our reporters are fired up to dig up something. I doubt it'll be easy though. I've got a feeling this whole crisis could turn out to be a sink or swim moment for a paper. Right now I'm in the midst of compiling the names of the people believed to have been caught up in the attack. One name that's come up is Single Brad, that reporter for Meld magazine. I'm really worried about Marielle. I know how close the two of them were, poor girl.
Did you see?
I feel like I've seen that lady before.
Yeah, but I can't quite put my finger on where. Who is she?
One girl's courage.
How about some nice cold ice
We
cream?
gotta bail. Gloria. Dawn of the revolution.
In times like these, a little sugar can help calm the nerves. Chocolate can also have a soothing effect to— Ow, I bit my tongue. So much for that sales pitch, I guess. Can't exactly sell anyone on it if I can't even keep my own head cool right now. Albert and Lyle too. What's up, Agnes? You working hard? I'm on my way to work myself. I just swung by here real quick to check up on Albert. Not that I asked you to, but I understand given all that's happened. Anyway, I know I'm always bugging you about this, but seriously, don't do anything too dangerous, okay? I get that what happened in Basel was an unavoidable emergency, but that didn't stop me from being scared out of my mind for you. If anything happened to you, Oh, Albert, I'm so sorry. I'm always making you worry, aren't I? No, that's not— don't be sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel— Oh, I've never seen you so hot and bothered before. I think you should have a little more faith in Agnes. After all, respecting a woman's feelings is the fastest way to her heart, or should I say anyway. And here I thought you were going to have something insightful to say for once. I should have known better. Anyway, I'm not here to stop you. Just know that we're here for you if you need anything, alright? Of course, thank you, Albert. I've got to go to my job after this, but I'm going to try and wrap things up here as quickly as I can. I'm too worried about my mom right now. You better be careful too, alright, Agnes? Albert's not the only one who thinks about you, you know? I have no idea what's going on right now, but whatever happens, be careful, Agnes. Don't forget, we're your friends too. We'll always be here for you if you need to talk to us. That terror attack was so much bigger than the ones that came before it. It didn't feel real to me when it happened. Watching those stock prices fall sent some serious chills down my spine, brr. I've noticed that whenever a major tragedy happens, people always want to learn all about it. I've had people coming in to buy tour and farming guides about Crail. Some people are even purchasing books about weaponry. And you know what? More power to them. There's nothing more scary than the unknown, and knowledge can help mitigate that fear.
Ah, welcome.
Yellow book cover.
Great.
I don't believe what's happening. This feels way too serious to be real. They've got checkpoints all over the place. Everyone I passed on the way here looked like they were in complete disarray. Tell me about it. Much of I love me some juicy rumors. Even I'm worried. I have to wonder how much weird baseless stuff's circulating right now. I'm gonna have to watch what I say from now on. Wow, this really is an emergency if even you're trying to get your act together. The situation is what it is, I suppose. I used to be interested in just about any rumors I came across, but I guess I need to start being more careful about false info floating around. Maybe if I see anything weird on the message boards online, I'll start to either point out or, worst comes to worst, report it. Hate to do it, but... When the authorities first announced the whole state of emergency, at first it didn't really sit right with me why it was even happening. So I tried to go out for a ride on my bicycle to calm my nerves, only to get told off for doing that by a policeman. That's when I realized Calvard really is in trouble. This isn't some problem going on elsewhere I can just brush off like it's none of my business. You know, I haven't seen Kelhan around here lately. And Mrs. Mao's been really busy with something too. What the heck's going on? Maybe it has something to do with what happened in Krail. Those two haven't been their usual selves. It's making me a little anxious. But there's still work to be done here, and it's not going to get done if I keep moping around. I better get to it.
What'll you have today?
Those people have gone too far. We're left with no choice but to crush them. How we'll accomplish that end is still up in the air, however. We'll have to follow the Elder's orders to the letter, regardless of what those orders may be. With a situation as grave as this, there are only so many ways we can respond. Depending on how the things go, it's possible that there could be blood in the streets of Edith. I'll admit, I do have my concerns about what the other families are up to right now. But in the end, we have to follow whatever orders the elders give us. There might be an emergency declaration going on, but if I don't go out and sell my popcorn, I don't make any money today. I have no choice. I'm a total nobody, worthless, good for nothing. The only reason I'm here is because I couldn't hack it when I tried to break into the movie industry and sell on this as a compromise, sigh.
For visit.
In all my many years of living, I've never seen anything so horrifying befall our republic. It reminds me of when that cult went on the rampage a decade ago. I must say, I'm impressed just how much the young people are obeying the state of emergency and maintaining order. I always thought that generation was completely insensitive about such things. I suppose I have to start changing my tune.
Screen 1 will soon begin.
Lady.
If you have a ticket...
In light of what happened in Krail Village, the film industry will be doing charity drives to offer support. For our part, we've decided to donate a portion of our proceeds to the cause. There are also proposals to memorialize the history of the village on film so that its legacy is never forgotten. Krail Village served as the backdrop for a famous romantic film produced during the early years of film. Not only did that movie spread awareness of the village, it also inspired many people to enter the industry outright. Suffice it to say, the village left an enormous mark on a number of people. It pains me to see what's become of it. The whole village disappeared. Are you sure that's not the story of some movie? It really happened. Then does that mean everyone who lived there?
If you have a ticket...
I don't want to think about it. I'm scared now. Hurry up and get that out of the restaurant, Mama. Krail Village was a common shooting location for films, and now it's gone. We might not have all the facts, but one thing's for certain. It's absolutely despicable. At least its beauty has been preserved in film, but I know that can't replace what's been lost. I should mention that despite the state of emergency, we're continuing to show movies as usual. Some have argued that doing so is in poor taste, but we want to help keep people's spirits up in these difficult times. People are scared out of their minds right now. If they can come away from one of our movies with a better outlook, then we've done our job.
Proceed to the...
Leaving soon, Peony Blade. How many tickets do you wish to buy? Alright then, who should I invite?
We have merchandise for the movie on...
Tickets for a Peony Blade. It'll be 600 for free. Van decided to let everyone loose so he could watch a movie during his work break. After inviting some company to tag along with him, they made their way to the theater. Z-Sun is a handsome young man whose talent in the sword arts is unrivaled. His unyielding sense of justice has driven him to conquer many an evil foe. Thanks to his skill with the sword and his elegant charms, he earned the title the Peony Blade. As time passes, fate begins to weave a tangled web. Z-Sun crosses blade with Tengai, a leader of a gang of bandits, a scoundrel who inflicts unspeakable cruelty on innocent villagers, and a murderer who killed Z-Sun's father. Definitely sounds like Aaron's movie.
Not half bad, kid. You're the spitting image of your old man. You've even got those same fearless eyes. I remember them glaring up at me before I closed them for good.
That's enough! I'm going to end this battle in one stroke. With this!
Your pops used that move against me, and it didn't leave its mark. History's just gonna repeat itself.
That's where you're wrong. I've refined my father's ultimate technique and taken it to heights he could have only dreamed of. Taste our might, the might of 2 generations of masters. Find Dragon Helix!
If only we could. They had they choreographed that battle for us. That last one-on-one fight was pretty well done. At least well done for a couple of film actors. Well, if you thought it was alright, they must have done a hell of a decent job. I bet you could act in a movie. Sure got the looks and talents to make it work. Actually, I did get an offer to work on a film one time. Didn't really sound like my jam though, so I turned it down. Would have had me doing completely vanilla stuff, which wasn't exciting to me. That's what you said to them, so I kind of feel for the poor sap who must have been on the other end of that conversation. As you can maybe imagine, that movie wasn't exactly on my radar before today, but count me pleasantly surprised by it. The lead actor's action chops were on point. The costume and set designs were definitely unrefined, but not without their charm. Yeah, it's definitely a B movie in terms of its size and scope, but it's as well executed as anything made on a heftier budget. If anything, that humbleness might have enabled the filmmakers to be more expressive than they would have otherwise managed. Should we really be talking about shop about movies at a time like this, though? Don't we have more important things to worry about? No, I take that back. We need moments like this now more than ever. As an actress myself, I can only hope people are able to find solace and comfort in our work, even if it's just a little bit. Yeah, can't get enough of that in this day and age. Hey, looks like they're selling some commemorative brochures for this movie. Maybe I should pick one up as a souvenir. Having finished their break, Van and his crew resumed their work. Okay. I'm not sure I'll make up for it skipping his event back then. Did they really just wipe a whole village off the map? They're all just gone? What do I even say? How do I even feel? We're gonna keep the store open, of course, but am I really supposed to just carry on all casual like I was? It doesn't feel right anymore.
That's fair.
This is a real mess. There's always something new just around the corner. We've all been working around the clock to keep this under control. But Cradle Village wasn't that long ago, so who knows what could happen next. It's hard to keep our heads up. The office parks have all been on lockdown since the state of emergency. We're just trying to keep the peace. Honestly, I don't know what we can even do. No, don't say that. We'll do what we can because we must. It doesn't surprise me that they froze that project's funding. I'm still reeling from all this, but I still have a job to do. I have to help the company however I can. I can't sit idly by. Someone needs to negotiate these bearish forecasts and spooked investors. No, I had nearly a fifth of it done. And now I've gotten spilled paint all over it. Mariquita, you bumbling swine. The tower eludes me one more day. I curse the criminals who committed this atrocity. When I heard the announcement, I was overcome with grief. In my anguish, I spilled my paint bucket. What is this avant-garde village on my canvas now? This is no art. Those fiends who raised the village have two crimes to answer for now. The art community shan't forgive them. We haven't seen any obvious moves from them. What I really want to know is if the president's office has stumbled onto anything. Listen to yourself, Sasha, please. We have our own position to consider. I understand you want to look out for your fellow students, but that shouldn't come at your own expense. Well, thank you for the advice, unsolicited as it was. But as a schoolmate and a friend, I want to do anything I can to help. It's part of my duty as the general club manager to look out for everybody here, and that includes him. So will you mind keeping in touch when you can? Are you even listening to? Okay, you know what? Fine, it's clear you've made up your mind. So, should I take that statement as the view of the Patriot League and not the president? For the most part, yes. The party's stance is rather disorganized, so some of us have had to release statements independently. But whilst the president's office acting irrespective of the party is nothing new. Oh yes, I'm well aware. I just wanted to confirm. That gives me a good idea of just how deep to dig into the president's office. Thank you very much for that info. We've been locked down after a terrorist attack. It's really clipped our wings. But me, I've got sources in high places, and now is as good a time as any to put them to use. I owe the Tyrell Times a good headline or two, so maybe I should dig a little deeper for this next one. I just don't know how he does it. He seems to have it all figured out in spite of everything going on. He even predicted some of his colleagues would break off from the party. He's far more savvy than I thought, and I think he wants to take me under his wing. He dropped everything and called when he heard the news in spite of all his work. At first I thought it was all an act and facade, but no, he really was concerned for me. Those were his true colors. I should talk with him again, try to tell him how I really feel, if I could just work up the courage to. Far is a bit awkward when we're talking, but well, I hardly want to talk. It just It just breaks my heart, but we can't lose our way. We all have to band together to overcome this. I was actually working here when the war broke out. A bunch of Calvardian VIPs came here for an emergency meeting. And now we've got Senator Polanski and others here. We have to keep them safe and help them resolve this ASAP. We're rolling out new measures here at the hotel in compliance with a state of emergency. We can't let our guard down for even a moment. Rumsfeld has an impeccable service record in public and private security. I trust him to keep the hotel safe. As his right-hand man, I have to follow his lead. Anything to keep our guests and VIPs safe. Now, I'm no diplomat, but I have an idea of how this will impact the marketplace, and I don't like where it's headed. The markets are like horses. They spook really easily. You get a big incident like this and futures plummet. I can only hope they get it all resolved soon. How can they even do that, though, is beyond me.
Well,
Insurance companies are all on fire right now. They can bleed over into other sectors pretty quickly if it keeps up. Here's hoping to get it all straightened out sooner rather than later. In times like these, we need to move forward together rather than squabbling among ourselves and jawing with the President's office. This is quickly becoming an international crisis. Calvard could have saved a lot of face by taking the initiative here. As it stands, our investigation is hitting a snag. We use some of Huckberry's wisdom to help shed light on all this. Welcome. We're still open here for the time being. We hope we don't have to close up shop, but the way things are going, we just can't say anything for certain. Please be careful out there. At this rate, it's a coin flip whether or not the EGC goes forward at all. Be careful out there, alright? Why Cray? What did they ever do wrong? I remember going there once or twice on my trips to Remiperia. It was such a wonderful place. And now those terrorists have killed that beauty forever. I want to cry.
What do we have here?
We received reports that a dangerous archaism called the Gandaluva Omega has appeared deep within the Seiden District Waterworks. Take care of this in the guild's stead. Scent's gone, so we're done inspecting the bulletin boards. One request down, we can call it here, but I'd like to finish the other one if we can. Got it. Hey, thanks for checking up on the apartments, Frala. Not that I was worried, those guys are tough as nails. If anybody can fend for themselves, it's them. Yeah, they were helping each other out, same as always. Once we're done here, I should head over there to see if I can help. Incidentally, you two are from the same complex downtown, right? Yup, different floors though. Simon used to come check up on me every now and then, after my parents died. Yeah, I knew her parents pretty well. Funny that she'd wind up here with me on the team. Almost sounds predestined, doesn't it? How about our place, Kirk? I get it's a safe part of town, but you sure you don't need to check in on your folks? I'm sure they're fine, but thank you. I imagine they have their hands full, but they don't need me, and I've been fine without them. Are you sure, Kirk? You don't look fine to me, to be honest. What? I mean, do you think I'd lose my cool over something like this? Who do you take me for? Alright, you two, that's enough. This ain't the time for mouthing off. Don't think we'll be playing ball anytime soon. Things have really gone to shit. Just make sure you've got your neighbors' backs, yeah? Times like these, we all gotta band together. I've been through a lot myself, but we can't let it get us down. Sometimes I worry about Kirk, though. Simon's always saying he's had it easy in life. Does he know how to handle rough times? He probably doesn't want me biting in there, but I want to at least be there if he needs help.
well,
They were just raised differently, I guess. The festival was never big in my household. Not that I want to talk about my household. Man, that's all in the past now. As long as I keep myself out of trouble, we're all good. Man, things have really gotten a Gehenna here. Once I make sure the team's all good, I'm getting my ass downtown to try to help. I'm not crazy about this whole lockdown thing, but, well, doesn't expect me much. I keep all my crazies in line. Best I can do now is keep an eye out for shady types. Keep our area safe. You were getting your buckwheat from Krail, weren't you? Yeah, it was Krail. They had a authentic stuff. I remember going there once or twice to meet up with my supplier, the chief too. It hurts, it really hurts, but they want me to keep on working in their memories, so that's what I'm gonna do. Craig wasn't just a supplier of buckwheat to me. Someday I want to head there and leave my respects at their graves. Maybe with some buckwheat soba.
Nice to see you again. Huh. I see you've got a new recruit. Strange time for a new hire. Though why do I feel like I know you from somewhere?
No worries, I get that a lot. Business has been booming lately, is all. Enough to justify splurging for another temp.
Well, you sure know how to pick the pretty ones. Hey, miss, ever wanted to go out for a dinner with an officer of the law?
Don't you have a girlfriend, or do you break up?
You idiot, show some class. This isn't the place or the time.
Sorry. I was just hoping to lighten the mood before this conference. The air's so heavy right now. I almost can't take it.
Is the conference on what to do about A?
Exactly that. We knew they were trouble, but I think we underestimated just how much.
Are you sure it's alright to be telling them that, sir? If it wasn't, I wouldn't have done it. It's not as though they're uninvolved in all of this. We might not always see eye to eye, but I think all of us are at least united in not wanting what happened in Cray to ever happen again. Sir, you're damn right there. Don't know how much we can contribute, but we'll do what we can. I can't help but wonder why they even picked Cray as their target in the first place. It was such a beautiful, peaceful village full of kind people. There was nothing that made it stand out. There's been a discussion in some circles that it might have been racially motivated, but it's just a rumor at this point. Really now. It's not like this is the first time we've heard Almada's been funded by racist terrorists, so it's not implausible. Now that I'm thinking about it, people do say it's got a lot of immigrants for a village up north.
Even that could be a pretext, I fear.
Miss Roran.
Good day to you, detectives. Arkride Solutions.
You're here all the way from Vantail, huh? Funny how you meet someone for the first time and then just happen to bump into again and again, huh? Yes, it's funny. I wasn't expecting to run into you again this soon either. Are the three of you here to take part in this conference too then? That is correct. The President has ordered that the Army and the police work together on quelling the crisis. We at the CID will be serving as a bridge between the two organizations. Then your goal is to lure Almada out of hiding. That is one goal, certainly. Our first objective is ensuring the safety of the capital. Then we can begin the next phase of our operation. According to our expert sources, the artifacts in their possession thankfully don't give them the ability to teleport over large distances. That means it shouldn't take us that long to bolster the city's defenses. And I don't need two guesses on who those expert sources are. More shady people. We're going to be working on more thorough measures to eradicate them, but those may take a while. In the meantime, we're going to have to rely on slightly more unusual measures to keep everyone safe. Which is why you decided to leak Dingo's video. And I doubt Hayoi is going to stay quiet. I wouldn't quite say we're trying to fight evil with evil, but at the very least, the army and the police may not be enough. So the President believes... Should we really be hearing all this? I understand how you feel, but keep your head down and listen. This knowledge could be useful to you someday. So is Rene with the President? I'm assuming so, since he's got the fancy temp title of Presidential Aide and all. He is. He's currently on loan to the President, serving as our point of contact in his vicinity. I'm confident that he will do a first-rate job, though I can't help but worry about just what that entails to an ambitious man like him. Yeah, I feel you. Oh right, I have a message from you-know-who. He says that the group sealing off the mountains to the south of Longlight is acting off. And this is from me. If you're going to meddle, just be careful. Thanks for a heads up. Give him our regards too. That's Ikaruga, right? Great, not those monsters. The last thing we want is more trouble right now. It's almost time for the conference to begin, Inspector. Got it. Are you ready, Miss Roran? Of course, let's be going. I can't pretend to be a fan of the work you do, but I know you're trying to stop this madness as much as we are. We're going to do the best we can in our own way. You should do the same. That goes without saying. I think that's about all the information we're gonna get for now. Well, at least we managed to learn a lot in a short time. Yeah, but it's all pretty darn grim. Oh, I got a message from Rene. Maybe he's got some useful intel. Never mind, it's just a monster extermination request. Last stop destruction, Auber District. Wait, really? Where? Oh, so it's an abandoned subway line underneath the Auber District. Isn't that the place where the cathedral and that famous academy are? Wait, don't you go to that school? I do, yes. Anyway, this hardly seems to be an appropriate time to be sending out such ordinary requests. You're telling me. Well, whatever. Work's work. As soon as we're done here, let's head on over to the Auber District. I know Mao were scum, but this? Despicable bastards. Gods have mercy, because I won't. I say we round them up and give them the firing squad. The public needs to work with us on this. We have to take those scum down. I know things will get a bit tight under a state of emergency, but just trust us in us to restore order.
Well,
I know you've been talking with Inspector Daswani, Mr. Arkride, and for one reason or another, he trusts you somehow. You sound bitter about it. You don't trust me yourself. Not that that's a problem, or that I care. I have to, because being stubborn about it won't get me anywhere. As my superior, the inspector knows who to trust. If he sees that you've done what you've done out there and finds you trustworthy, then that's what he says goes. And at any rate, you're not the real enemy. Almada is. Well, but as a man of the law, there are certain things I can't overlook. Lines I can't let you cross. We do need all the help we can get, no matter where it comes from. And I'd be lying if I said I weren't relying on you. A little, in a roundabout way. Let sleeping dogs lie, yeah? We're both working against Almada here, so no point barking at each other. You got your code as a cop, and I got mine as a spriggan. For now, those codes are taking us in the same direction. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, the way I see it. I suppose, Almada is too dangerous, too evil for us to go making our enemies. That said, once this Almada business is said and done, we're putting our sights back on you. Heh, look forward to it.
Okay.
I think we used to just turn a blind eye and let you shade of grey types get off with a warning. Man, I can't go ruminating on that. I've got a job to do, and that's taking down Almada. Conveniently, they're not grey at all. Those guys aren't just criminals, they're a threat to the whole world. We all need to be banding together against them. Please direct all requests to me if you would. The other officers have their hands full right now. I'm at a loss for words about Cray, but this job won't do itself. We still have to keep the peace. If we officers can keep our chins up even a little, that'll go a long way toward giving the public peace of mind. Colorado was saying he has this really important investigation to coordinate, and it's taking up a lot of his time. So this is my chance to really step up as an officer and handle public reports myself. A fearsome foe is prowling around.
Deploying shards.
Got the first turn!
You'll be sorry! You'll never guess! There's nothing I can't swipe! Grimcat coming your way! Finish him, Van!
Okay.
Shard boost to get the upper hand. Keep it up. It's
This'll
working.
hurt.
Get my regen going.
This'll
And
hurt.
give you some money.
Boost to get the upper
Think
hand.
fast. Take this.
Now or never!
Keep it up. It's working.
Going all in.
Now's your chance to boost.
Leftlet code. Activate.
A chance. Activating
Let's
skill.
pretty this scene up! I hope you're ready! Here's the climax! Grim Knight Wall!
A chance.
Okay, blinded and some sats down.
Activating drive. I'll take you on.
Allowed all
Hey,
the stops.
we have ideal force up, so might as well start using some offensive stuff.
Activating drive. Initiating drive.
On yes.
Activating skill. Dispatching shield.
There.
Resist seal. Okay, that's actually scary.
Activating skill.
A chance. There. Here goes.
Activating
Time
skill.
for the main event. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost
Here
gauge
goes.
limiter unlocked. Give them your
Brace
all.
yourself.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Okay, keep spamming Obsidia Ray.
Pressure him and move in!
Maximum boost.
Zytha, activate! You know what to do, Anya!
And done.
I did it!
Aegis Shield found.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
Okay, and got additional free time point. Okay, nostalgia trip. Judith wants to watch a certain film recorded on the memory quartz. She could watch it on the laptop in the office, so maybe I'll loan it to her. Man's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Thanks for letting me borrow this. There's this movie I've been dying to watch again. Don't mention it. I don't mind lending it to you while we don't have anything going on. Just don't break it or anything. I've got a lot of files on there I'd rather not lose. I can handle the electronics just fine. I'm not fairy, you know. And don't worry, I won't tell anyone if I find your search history by accident. On second thought, give it back. I'm kidding, man. Relax. Anyway, why don't you stay here and watch the movie with me? You don't mind the company? Not at all, and it's a really good movie. But word of warning, it's kind of an oldie, so it might be a bit boring for you. And I think I can trust Calvard's biggest actress's taste in movies. Alright, move over. Let's see what you've got. Oh, I think I recognize this. Oh, you do? We can watch something else if you want. Now, today's a good day to watch this one. That's good, because I'm really in the mood to see it today. Is that Cray? Two of them settled in and started watching the movie together. Eventually, the last of the credits rolled on the screen as music played quietly in the background. Yup, still a good movie. This one first came out 20 years ago, yeah? Man, it's been a while. Motion pictures were still new back then. I was barely a toddler when it came out. I watched one of its theatrical reruns with Mom back in the day, but even that was a while ago. Watching it again, I'm pretty confident in it being one of my all-time faves. Not what I would have pinned for your favorite, but a masterpiece will always be a masterpiece. It's kind of a strange romance story set in a quiet little country town. The cinematography is definitely dated, and you can tell that they didn't have the biggest budget when it came to props and costumes. But I still really love its atmosphere. Yeah, cast performances and the director's skill shine through despite that. And they filmed in Cray. Even if you've never been there, it's hard not to feel a certain yearning for the place. Is it weird to feel nostalgia for a place where you've never been before? Because that's how it felt when I first went there. No, I get what you mean. I filmed there once before. I was so excited when we finally arrived that I kept flubbing my lines. I had to do a lot of retakes. And our director wasn't happy with that. But when I think about it, this is what drove me to become an actress in the first place. I just wanted to film something there. I wanted the chance to make something that one day would mean as much to someone as this movie does to me. So much for that dream, I guess. I'm sorry. It's fine. It just means I'm all the more determined now. Van, we've got to sell the score, whatever it takes. Finally said you're part of the team? Can't take it back once you say yes. And I win. I'm part of the team now. We can't let ourselves lose to that fear nonsense that dumb mafioso was talking about. We'll make it up to everyone that's suffered because of them. They deserve to feel safe and happy again, and we'll make sure they do. And that's not just Phantom Thief Grimcat talking, I mean it's Judith Lancer too, the movie actress. Okay, you're getting a little sappy for my taste. Tone it down, Miss Intense. Hey, it's kind of contagious though. Maybe we need more of that energy around the office. Welcome to the team, Judith. Glad to have you here. Damn right you are. It feels good to be here too. Their hearts full of newfound determination. Then Judith rejoined the team and resumed their patrol.
Don't think you'll be stealing this Phantom Thief's heart anytime soon.
Refreshment Delivery. This morning was pretty busy, so I just grabbed whatever to eat. I don't have much of an appetite, but I guess I'll have Hermes deliver something for me. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Looks like it's raining out. Bit of a shame for this time of year. Wonder if the goddess is crying somewhere out there too. Hey, what am I doing? Getting all sappy. I should just get up and grab a bite. I was so busy this morning, I didn't even have time for breakfast. Don't want to keep everyone else waiting, though. Better make it something light and quick.
Here's your delivery.
Thanks, I appreciate you being so quick. Don't mention it, I get my customers what they need ASAP, rain or shine. Why order food though? You could have just gone downstairs and eaten with everyone else. But anyway, it's just you right now. Yeah, I just got back a little bit ago. Gotcha. Could we talk outside once you're done eating? Only if you feel like it, of course, no pressure. I know it's raining out and all, but we can work around that. Well, this is a surprise. Wasn't expecting you of all people to ask me out today. Come on, come in and have a seat on the couch. I'll get you a drink. I'll be done with the food real quick. The traffic's lighter than usual, though I guess the roads aren't usually busy this time of day. True, but I imagine a lot of people are staying indoors due to the emergency declaration. Also, I doubt many are in the mood to go out and have fun right now. Listen, thanks for thinking about me, Hermes. But I'm fine, really. Are you trying to convince me or yourself? I'm upset about what happened to Crate 2. The people there were always good to me whenever I dropped by for work. Yeah, they welcomed everyone who showed up to their doorstep, even if you were an outsider or a Jaeger. Their kindness and hospitality touched Agnes Ferry and I when we went there a couple months back. I hear he stopped by there a lot too. You're talking about your reporter friend, right? I worked with him many times over the years. He was a good man. The world's a poorer place without him. We should never take today for granted because no one's guaranteed of tomorrow. He and I both understood that, and yet you're preparing to fight the people who took him from us. You're going to stop the mafia from stealing the futures of countless others like him. That's the decision you've made as Van Arkride, isn't it? I'm not going to ask why you came to that decision, because I already know the answer. You're not the kind of person who runs from adversity. You tackle it head on. Never thought I'd hear something like that from you, of all people. Think you've got me all figured out, huh? We've known each other for a long time now. I'd like to think I've got your number at this point. Hey, I guess I'm slipping then. I'll have to do a better job keeping up the mess. Can't have my assistants worrying about me. I know there are sides of yourself you don't want your assistants to see, but remember this, Arkride. You aren't the only one who wants to help others. There are people in your life who want to extend a hand to you too. Got it. The rain's finally letting up. It should be a smooth ride from here. Oh, you heading out of the city? Yeah, I've got an urgent delivery to make, so I'm going to get it done now. Nihon, I doubt it'll be easy to get Edith with the emergency declaration in effect. I'll be fine. They should have been told to expect me. Okay then. You're a pro courier, so I'm sure you know what you're doing. Safe travels. Same to you. If you need help with anything, just give me a call, and I'll be over before you know it. I look forward to your continued business. And you'll have it. Peace out. Thanks, Hermes. Contact within the police? Van then made his way to Edith, and upon reuniting with the others, he got back to work. You're right on time. I just came out onto the highway. Thanks to your help, I was able to get through the checkpoint without issue. There's a lot less traffic on the roads than usual, so I expect I'll reach you a little ahead of schedule. Excellent, I will be waiting. Renee? I wasn't sure if you would be able to oblige your request, so I'm pleased you have been able to. I'm well aware you're against the clock. Saying no was never an option. Especially since I'm connected to this project too. I'll make sure these parts are delivered. I swear on my name as a courier. I'm sure you will. I trust in your abilities. As long as the parts arrive safely, I have no specific instructions on how you deliver them. I'm counting on you. Contact me again once you arrive. Understood. Professor Cronkite? Oh, never mind.
Don't be a stranger now. Maybe if you're ever up for it, we can ride around somewhere.
Got white gloves. Alright, Auber District. Gather all the information there is to gather. Should we go take on those monsters now? Okay, go. They contacted the rest of the group and agreed to meet with them at the nearest subway station. They then rode the train together to the Auber district. Whoa, that cathedral is huge. That's Yves Cathedral. It's the second largest cathedral in all of Calvard. The biggest one's up north, right? Wait. They're all wearing the same uniform as Anya's. Is that your school? Yeah, that it is. That's Aramis Academy. I've never experienced a whole school life thing, so I'm kind of jealous that you get to. It's a really famous school too. I considered applying myself at one point. And if there are many more of this out of this world students like that purple-haired chick, I bet it'd be a fun time. Ren is a rather special case, I'm afraid. I also suspect our math and science curriculums would be too easy for someone who helps out at the Institute of Science like you, Katra. Let's switch our brains to work mode, people. We can access the abandoned subway from a side road near next to the cathedral, correct? Yes, that's right. I'll show you the way. That building further down the road is our dormitory, and this one next to us is a famous cake shop. Yup, this is a famous Andalusia patisserie. It's owned by a legendary patissier who's the master of his craft, and whose limited edition seasonal cakes are always the talk of the town. Something work mode brains. The cakes you guys let me try have all been amazing, so I'm not surprised they're famous. Nina's bought me some stuff from there too, and I couldn't agree more. Perhaps we can treat ourselves to some cakes on our way back to the office when this task is complete. Bend subway line. This place sure is creepy. I never knew there was a railway under a sea. It probably hasn't seen any use in over a decade. That's correct, actually. Records indicate it was abandoned 12 years ago when the subway was expanded. It has been left untouched ever since. And thanks to that, it's become a nesting ground for monsters. This is a good find. I'll be sure to make good use of this place when I'm doing my heist. I'm still a little puzzled as to why we were sent down here, particularly at a time like this. They're carrying on like it's business as usual. It pisses me off. I think there's more to it this case than it seems. Oh? Dead monsters? Those are clean cuts. Whoever did this is clearly a master of their craft. I wonder who it was. Could be a rival from another field, I guess. Either way, the CID gave us a job, so let's get it done. I see what's going on. The monster is supposed to be a fair way inside, so let's pick up the pace. Why don't the corpses despawn? That's kind of intimidating. I can actually interact with them somewhat. Huh.
Commencing combat.
Eat this! There! They flank!
Now, let's finish the job!
These guys look zombified. The hell is with their eyes? What?
Pull out all the stops!
Zythot activate!
Judith! A chance! Activating skill.
Gotcha!
Activating skill.
A chance!
Okay.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Activating drive.
The fire and wind.
There! Catra, your turn! It's go time!
Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
I'm
Looks
not
like
a
a
star
chest.
for nothing.
Had to be the
EP
star
charge
of the show,
4.
Judith.
I smell treasure.
Oh shit, these guys got... What?
There! There! There!
God damn, these guys in their hitbox.
Going all in.
Eat this!
Judith! Activating skill.
Here goes.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Activating drive.
Initializing drive.
Activating drive.
Now or never!
Going all in.
Activating skill.
You're not getting away! I'm not a star for nothing.
You sure showed them, Judith.
Gold amulet, prevent death blow. Oh no, is the next boss gonna have death blow?
Judith.
HP free?
There! How's this? There! Big blitz!
Attacking target.
I'm not a star
Looks
for
like a
nothing.
chest.
You sure showed them, Judith.
Or a reverse. Time to cast Space Art's Cut.
I dig the vibe of this place. Visiting abandoned ruins is kind of fun to me. Weird as that sounds.
You aren't the only one. There's been a recent uptick in people frequenting these sorts of places.
Yeah, much to the chagrin of the guild. Watch it.
There.
That one's big.
I'm on it.
There! How's this? There!
Stay calm and deal with it.
Eat this!
There! Attacking target. Keep it up! It's working!
Eat this!
Judith!
Activating skill. Here goes. Activating drive. Activating drive. There. Activating skill.
Now or never!
Activating skill.
Have some more. And that's how it goes.
Heat Seiden upgrade the Infernal Edge. New material plus.
Going all in.
What's the base version of Grim Knight Waltz look like?
Activating
Let's
skill.
pretty this scene up!
It's just the same, isn't it? No, she automatically transforms? Does she stay transformed afterwards?
Grim Knight Wall! Catcher, your turn!
No, she does not stay transformed, it looks like. Yeah, she's back in base mode. That's a shame. I thought it would have been like a convenient way to forcibly transform and do an S-craft at the same time, but I guess not, despite the graphics, huh?
That looks like a nice chest.
Social Balm EX.
There are even more monster corpses here. Who's doing all this?
I see slash marks everywhere. Could it be her? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm getting worried.
Elaine!
I'm going to need you to fall back, Elvis. I'll take care of these.
What? No! That's too much to handle, even for you.
Damn. She's incredible. I recognize her. She's one of the guild's A-rank bracers, right? Knew it. Hell, what are you guys doing here? I'm glad you're alright, Alice. You can hang back for this one. We'll make sure she comes out of this unscathed. Ugh. Agnes, Judith and I are gonna join up with Elaine. The rest of you can take on the other one. Understood. Leave it to us. She's really going all out. I've heard rumors about Beauty's blade strength, but they don't do her justice. You sure she needs backup? Maybe not, but she's throwing caution to the wind here. And I don't like it, not one bit. Elaine, we're here to help. It's no use, she's completely absorbed in her fight. What's the plan? I don't think we can just jump into the fray.
You're hopeless, Van. It's a good thing I'm here to babysit you. You'd be a lost cause without me.
Shut up, Lainey! And what do you mean by babysit? I'm older than you! Ah, you two are such children. I suppose it's up to me to teach you how to behave.
Get a grip, Lainey!
Van? Why are you...
Is this an off day or something? Your blade works sloppy and you're totally oblivious to your surroundings. Now look over there! My assistants have that one on lock, so we'll lend you a hand here.
Fine then.
You have my support. We'll take it down in no time. I'm just gonna use Jabril Guard, because that's my only shielding right now.
Shield! Protect everyone!
Ow.
We can win! Now's a great time for a shard boost.
Yeah, we need to do something about this.
I prowl in the night. There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat at your service. Finish him, Van.
Okay, Van, just do tanking stuff.
Here goes. This'll hurt.
Use a shield of your own!
Think fast. Take this! Your turn, Judith!
Okay.
Going all in.
Plasma Sphere.
Zyka activate. Eat this!
Activated skill.
Ow, slowed down.
Sorry.
I'm gonna cast an Aegis Shield on you just to be safe.
Zyka activate.
Taking point.
Deal Force. Not good. If only I had Grendel.
Keep it up! It's working! Activating drive!
So the camera, it's just really fucking my camera up a bit.
Should go on the attack.
Activating drive!
There!
Ha! On yes!
Oh, buffs!
Can't beat me!
Yeah, I have to use Twilight Kiss.
Judith!
It's magic based, so she should get a buff from my Deal Force slightly.
We should go on the attack.
Activating drive.
We should go on the attack.
Oh my god, I can't even see who's I'm targeting here.
Pressure him and move in.
Double off Forte.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Give them your all!
Time for the main event. Vandalize!
Just want to get my get my gauge a bit higher, just for the hell of it.
Full boost! Go all activating
Brace
skills!
yourself! Vandalize! Raid!
Activating skill!
Whoa! Well, that was fast. Didn't realize I had in kill range. Found Crimson. Woo, made sure work of that one. Are you guys alright? Sorry. Listen, I know the incident came as a shock. It did for us all. But you can't lose your cool like this. An A-rank racer's gotta be calm and composed even when the going gets tough. Who do you think you're Take some deep breaths. Everything's gonna be fine. There'll be trying times ahead, sure, but we'll get through them. Just gotta take things one step at a time. And that goes for everyone here, not just you and me.
I know that. I know that! I'm trying so hard to stay calm. But even still, No, I couldn't protect them. I'm supposed to be a beacon of strength for the people, and I failed them. If only I didn't let that man escape back in Longport. No, even before that. If I just hadn't...
Elaine. Sounds like you're bottling something up. If you need someone to lend near, I'm here for you.
Are you really? Then tell me, Van. Why did you leave me?
I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. We defeated both of our targets, and we may not have done so without your timely aid. I apologize for how I treated you back there, Albus. You fought admirably. Elaine. I'm going to take my leave now. I still have our work to do. I'll make certain you get compensated for your portion of the work. The loss of Dingo Brad was nothing short of a tragedy. There were times when he beat us to the punch, but his intelligence proved indispensable on a number of occasions. Same for me too. If you can, try and keep an eye on that Tyrell Times reporter. She's getting dangerously close to the criminal underworld, and she doesn't seem to be taking any of my warnings to heart. Albus, we're leaving. Wait! Humph. She's just as strong as everyone claims. I'm a little worried about her now. What could have compelled her to be so reckless in that fight? Also... Well, I guess we know why that presidential aide sent us down here. So what's next? Should we go check up on that reporter? That might be prudent. If she is closing in on the criminal underworld, then she can only be headed to one place. The so-called Blacklight District, correct? Yeah, if she's there, we gotta drag her out. That place is crawling with criminals of all shapes and sizes. Wonder how she found out about that place, though. Dingo never would have told her about it or shared its location with her. Well, there's more than one way to crack an egg. Right, she could have found out from some of her other connections. I'm sure worried about her. Well, let's find her. Can't hurt to check and see if she's alright. Yeah, I agree. We should head straight there. There's no time to waste.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys!
Mira deposit confirmed.
Law and Gray. No chaos. I should have invested more in chaos back then. Okay. Head to Blacklight District. No choice. Oh.
Huh? That is you, isn't it, Judith? Did you dye your hair?
Judith, you're still in disguise. Nope, nothing like that. See, I was just trying out a new wig, that's all. What's up, Nina? I did tell you I won't be back for a while, didn't I?
You did, but Mr. Gotti insisted that I get in touch with you right away. He's pushing the whole film industry to release a statement and make a donation in response to Cray.
I see. I'm a little tied up, so I can't do anything right this second, I'm afraid. Can I call you back tonight?
Of course. Take care and talk to you later then.
You too, thanks. That's a big surprise coming from the director. Doesn't feel like him, but maybe he's the type to take action when shit hits the fan. Indeed, he strikes me as not only a passionate man, but a compassionate one as well. For sure. Yeah, despite his antics, he really did care about those he was directing. Well, I'm with him. I'm not gonna let this tragedy stand, not as someone in the film industry or as a thief. We're absolutely going to take Armada down for this, but we have to know what we're up against if we're going to protect all we can. Exactly. I couldn't agree more.
I can't help but worry about her sometimes. She's a little too single-minded for her own good. Though I suppose that's why she's the genuine article. Unlike me. Hello? Any news to report? I see. So that's where the filming will be taking place. Just as we thought. The only question now is who the final cast will be. We don't have long until the shoot begins, it seems.
I never would have imagined there was a place like this in Edith before coming here. I'm not surprised, and is it just me or does this district seem even more on edge than usual? It makes sense that it would be. I imagine a number of secret agents are down here investigating after what happened. I assume so too. This may be the closest thing Edith has to a lawless district, but authorities can't afford to turn a blind eye right now. Well, I guess we should snoop around the shops and see if anyone's seen that reporter anywhere. Yeah, let's get moving. This feels like...
What are you doing?
Do you hear that? Yeah, I knew it.
Let go of me! I said let go!
You were the ones who started piling on the questions. Nothing in life comes free, young lady. Now we get to enjoy our rightful reward. Come on. Someone needs to go back to Sunday school, because that sure doesn't sound like the definition of rightful to me. And just who the hell are you guys? Arkride Solutions. So she really was down here. Are those people Jaegers? I don't think so. That getup they're wearing looks familiar though. I think their name is Bugbear. Ah, them. Their threat level is a mere C-. Hey, you looking for a fight, lady? Man, this sucks. We're gonna take advantage of the mess Almada's made to finally get our name out there. But all this state of emergency crap has got us stuck where we are, and it's pissing me off. Wow, what a bunch of losers. No wonder they're called Jaeger dropouts. I'm sure they've still seen enough combat to be a problem, though. Oh, I only just realized, but they've got some real lookers with them, too. Guess we'll get to have some fun after we show them who's boss. Oh, this is so dumb. Time to take them down.
Let's see what you're made of.
Okay.
How I floor with them!
Tyrant Storm for now.
Make it count!
Fuck it. I should just go with this.
Think fast.
Placing shield. A chance!
Okay.
Get them all at once!
Continue using Tyrant Storm.
Going all in.
Activating drive.
I'll take care of them.
You know what to do, Anya!
Activating skill.
Delay them all.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Wow, there's still one alive?
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Why?
No, that was just pathetic. Their threat level is closer to D or D-, it would seem. Damn it, I thought these guys were just a bunch of rookies. Ugh, fine, have it your way. Reinforcements coming in. Okay, guess well, good thing we have more Tyrant Storms. Doggies. Tish, of course they'd have military monsters at their beck and call. It's not going to be easy fighting off this many while defending her. Hey, it looks like the tables have turned, huh? It figures, though. These days, Calvard's full of wusses who are so used to peace they've forgotten how to fight. I bet Hayway would just roll over, too. Maybe we should try getting ourselves hired by the new big boys in town. What? How can you suggest that? Do you even understand what you're saying?
Hayway would just roll over, would they?
Huh? Wait. Gian. Ugh. What? What just happened?
Well, you aren't putting up much of a fight. Perhaps you ought to consider hanging up the Jaeger's uniform if you cannot act the part.
Those are Hayway's young show. I've heard rumors, but I've never seen them in person. Their strength is supposed to be comparable to hers. Don't be scared, we still have the upper hand, in numbers. Yeah, deploy all of the military monsters.
So that you don't misunderstand, we are not the main threat you face here.
What? How? Urk!
That is a shame. Your prowess is sorely lacking.
Isn't that the guy we passed on the way to Longlai? Oh, the one on that giant ETWS bike.
I must apologize. I see I overdid it some. Though I did restrain myself. That's a good boy. No trouble caused, no trouble faced. So then, what will the rest of you be doing?
Excuse us, sir. We're leaving now. Can't top real life for the best visual effects, huh? He sent both man and monster flying through the air.
I would expect no less from the famed lion. Your strength only seems to have grown since your active days.
I no longer go by that name, and I would very much appreciate you forgetting it. Thank you for leading me here, Elder.
Not at all. That wasn't the only reason I came here. And I'm sure, with circumstances as they are, that I am going to be relying on you significantly in the days to come.
I see.
It's good to see you all again. I hadn't expected we would meet so soon upon my arrival.
I can't believe two old codgers rolled right up and hogged all the limelight. But what are you even doing here?
Our course of action has been decided, you see. AU's response to currently unfolding events.
So your preparations are complete then?
Indeed. The mists have cleared, and we have exactly the number of pieces that we require. Until the matter has been fully resolved, we will also be assuming control of the Blacklight District. That is in accordance with our agreement with this nation's supreme authority.
And the president signed off on this. And what do you mean by the mists have cleared?
It's time you decided your next move. Though I would suggest you listen to what my friend here has to say before doing so. Farewell for now, Aaron. I will be in touch.
Hey! Man, didn't think he'd come all this way in person. Fonts are really still in Longport, but now I really want to know what the pieces he mentioned refer to. Are you alright, Van?
Yep. This is him, alright. This is how he's always been. He looks normal on the surface, yet everything he does is batshit crazy. Like wandering off with some stupid dangerous object back when he was younger.
That certainly brings back memories. Yet I have discarded my past now, and I would ask that you discard it as well. My old greenhorn student, Van.
This is Van's former master? The one he said was like a father to him?
But wasn't he...
I've got more to say than there are stars in the sky. But let me start with this. Why are you still alive when you supposedly died 3 years ago? Master Barkhorn!
Burgard Zaman, that's his new name?
I am Bearguard Zeman, though I was once known by another name. I see you have brought quite a number of fledglings under your wing, Van. Very interesting.
Not as interesting as the dead man who's back from the grave. Mind sharing how you managed that?
That is a very long story. Another time, perhaps. Hard to believe it's already been 5 years. Even harder to believe you're the same troublemaker I once knew. And that those same words of wisdom would come from your mouth, no less. I see you are living in accordance with your own principles.
Does Gaius know about this? Please, I didn't do anything. I just echoed the words of a much wiser man. Is my man being bashful? Never thought I'd see the day. It's certainly a rare sight. It's rather cute, to be honest. Oh, shove it. Well, you did do a good job putting Marielle at ease. Yes, I think you helped her regain some of her old spirit.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble I caused you. I'm such an idiot. I just got tunnel vision and let myself get all carried away. Dingo always warned me about this. But look at me. I haven't learned a thing.
Marielle.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you not to push the envelope. That's in a reporter's job description. Just make sure you don't forget what Dingo said. Think about what you can do and what you want to do. You'll find a clue on how to move forward in the gap between the two.
He used to tell me that a lot back when we first met. As long as you don't stop thinking, there's gonna be a way to bridge that gap. You just gotta find it. We're working on his last request right now. We won't be able to do it alone, but we're planning to make up for our shortcomings with help from others. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if that brought us to you before long. We'll need help from more than shady, folks. So keep your head tight and let us do all the jobs we're best for, if nothing else than to prove his words right.
Right. I don't know how much of a contribution I'll be able to make, but I'll start being more mindful of my cans and wants, and I'll do it while finding a way to move forward.
Those words were quite touching. Very befitting of you and of Mr. Brad. Yeah, they resonated deeply with me as well. Thinking about the gap between what I can do and what I want to do is an interesting thought experiment, if nothing else. Heh. Can we please move on from this topic? Oh yeah, I should let my employees introduce themselves. Agnes, you go first. Gladly, my name is... Wow, that's quite a history. Honestly, I had trouble keeping up with it all. So you were among the 12 knights who lead the church's Gralsritter. I've heard much about your various exploits, Roaring Lion. It's a famous name in a lot of circles, so it's not surprising.
Once again, that name is no longer mine. I would ask that you keep that in mind.
Now we know why we passed you on the way to Longlai. So you arranged our invitation there, and I'm guessing a few others played a part in that as well. Namely Professor Hamilton, Hayway's future elder, the Crown Prince of Elsheim, and former President Rocksmith, am I correct?
Bullseye. I happen to be acquainted with all of them, including the Grand Prince of Elsheim and Elder Guillen. The former president was anxious to make your acquaintance, and I believe meeting him would prove to be beneficial for your future. Though it pains me that a well-intentioned invitation coincided with such a horrific tragedy.
Hey, it's not like you could have seen that one coming. Even if we hadn't been Longlight, we would have been powerless to stop it regardless. Yeah, the only one who could have foretold that would be the goddess herself. Anyway, I knew you'd gone off to the Empire after you finished training me 5 years ago. Then I heard you bit the dust during a border dispute in Nord. You said you laid down your life protecting one of your students. But here you are, alive and well. You cheated death and carried on living, just about your title and mark. No stigma means no absolute AT delay. Won't pry into what you've been doing all these years, but can you at least tell me why you've never contacted me?
Before I answer, I should note that you were not the only one in the dark. I did not reach out to my other students either, and I never intended to do so. I wanted you all to walk your own paths. And I intended to leave my survival a secret, a trump card that I could pull out in the wake of a crisis.
Bah. Guessing you figured it was time to play that card then, to help us with this crisis.
Correct. I have news regarding the Mafia Almada and the assassins of the Gardens. Their whereabouts were discovered several hours ago.
What? Where?
Almada's leader and executives, as well as the Garden's overseers, have established a new base. And it is located in a city within this very country. What's more, that information has been passed around to all the major players in this nation.
Wait, all of them? Guess that means the army, the police, and the guild are all in the know. Except for us. I assume Hayway and Uriera Corps are also aware of this new base.
Yes. I imagine they are all preparing to take action at this very moment. This country's supreme authority is no exception. They have resolved to quell the unfolding chaos. And they will do so by any means necessary, even if that involves fighting one evil with another.
So that's what Guillen was talking about earlier. I'm sure many Jaeger Corps will be all over this, my people included. Marduk HQ will likely be making their move as well. You can't be serious. All of these groups are going to flood the city at once. So where do you stand in all this, Master? By the sounds of it, these people are going to try to capture Almada alive, or go after her heads. Some might even be aiming to get their grubby little hands on one of those nuclear devices. That would be really bad. Granted, I don't know how likely that is. Just having any one of those things would make you public enemy number one. Getting a stretch though, there's plenty of historical precedent for groups using artifacts as weapons. So given the stakes, what are you planning to do?
As it stands, I am effectively dead. If the people of my former home decide to act, I will not join them, nor stand in their way. However, now that the gift of life has been bestowed upon me once more, I intend to honor it by supporting the youths whose futures are so bright. And also, to keep them safe from venomous fiends, like these unwanted guests of yours.
Oh no! Uh-oh. What? Almada's right at our door? Hey, we're busy in here. Afraid you'll have to come back another day.
That's so. What a shame. And after we came all this way to give you a job. And a little souvenir from your reporter friend.
Fine, get in here.
Knew that'd reel you in. Thanks, bud.
Do excuse us.
Oh, it's not. I recognize you two. It's the shady duo from that nightclub in Farbad. I also met you back in Longley.
Oh, you recognized me after all?
Nice to finally meet you all, ladies and gentlemen of Arkride Solutions. Oh, now there's a face I never thought I'd see again.
Oh, neither did I. Tell me, what's a dead man doing out of his coffin?
So I was granted life once more, and I don't need to tell you the reason why, because you already know.
No need to give us the death glare, you old fossil. We've traded many friendly blows in the past, haven't we? Why don't we bury the hatchet? Let's be like the Jaegers. Embrace yesterday's foe as today's friend.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline. Had the Azure Abyss or Light Steel Maiden made the suggestion, I would have entertained the thought. Not for you, though. Never in a million years.
He's got your number, dear. No one will ever reconcile with you. And for that, you've no one to blame but yourself.
You're on thin ice. But your words are laced with the truth, venomous though they are.
I get now. You're the guy that Direwolf and Ren warned us about. You're Perp Ouroboros' son, and one of their highest ranking members at that. Fourth Anguis.
The name's Elroy Harwood. I'm the fourth Anguis. But you can just call me the Oathbreaker. Everyone does.
I am Enforcer number 3, Lucrezia Isoli. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, Arkride Solutions.
Hey, put that away. This is a smoke-free building.
Really now? Very well. I promise I won't smoke in here. Ooh, accidentally went and made an oath there. And I can't afford to keep those. I've got a reputation and a title to uphold, you see. Gotta break an oath or two from time to time.
From time to time? You break oaths and rules as easily as you breathe.
True, true.
Ugh.
Anyway, on to business. I want you to go on a little trip for me.
Are you for real? You're joking.
What? You're not up for it? Strange. I thought I heard you took work from anyone.
Yeah, if the work's reasonable, and if I like you, and your likability's going up in smoke faster than that tobacco in that cigar. I know you guys are after Armada. Hell, you probably know where they are at too. But before we ask you where that is, I need to know why you've come to us.
You gotta be kidding me. Do I really gotta spell it out? It's 'cause you kids will make things way more fun.
Fun? How can you even say that? There's nothing fun about this whole ordeal. Don't waste your energy on this guy. He isn't someone you can appeal to with logic or reason.
The Society's already decided its course of action for this whole thing, and I'm leading the charge. Enforcer number 3 will be backing me up, and so will Enforcer number 8, who you already know so well. The goal's to round up the members of Armada and the Gardens, and murder every last one of them.
I see, and you ain't doing so in the name of justice, I'm guessing.
Nope. Had they kept to their little dog and pony shows, we wouldn't lay a finger on them. Honestly, I rather enjoyed kicking back and watching them wreak havoc. But they've become a threat to our plans now, and we can't have that. If those little bugs want to punch above their weight, then we'll crush them beneath our feet.
Though no doubt it will be easier said than done. They're both troublesome and insidious, and some rather formidable guests will be joining their party.
Right, you will have some fierce competition.
Everyone's got different aims here. Some want them brought to justice. Some want them dead and buried. Heiue will surely be joining the fray, and I'll bet the Jaeger Corps will be after their bounty. I'm guessing Marduk HQ will be there too, yeah?
More than likely. The guild won't stand idly by either. Same goes for the Gralsritter. Artifacts are involved in this after all. And I wouldn't be surprised if other forces from the church showed up as well.
All right. You got students in other parts of the church, not just the Gralsritter. Things are gonna get interesting then. Must be tough being a master. I don't envy you.
If that is what fate has in store, then I will follow it. You needn't concern yourself with me.
Regardless, that should serve as the basic overview of the situation. Almada and the gardens will not be the only sources of mischief in that city. One wrong move and the whole affair could turn into an indiscriminate bloodbath. So someone ought to keep an eye on the little guys, don't you think?
In other words, civilians might get killed and you aren't gonna look after them. You guys are scum. Still, if Almada really does have another nuclear weapon in their possession, we have no other choice but to get involved.
You can use whatever justification you want. I don't really care why you join, just so long as you do. 'Cause if you don't, this whole thing will be a snooze cruise from start to finish. I need you kiddos to prevent this battle from being too one-sided.
The hell do you mean by that?
The guild's the only one in this brawl that's going to be fighting for the common man. If we add you to the mix, however, it'll make for a more balanced blend. A recipe that's made for chaos. Oh, and should you happen to run into us, I'd like you to come at me knives out, and ready to cut me into a million little pieces. I'm very much into that sort of thing.
Huh, you are one masochistic bastard. Well, we've got our reasons for chasing Almada down. I'm not opposed to doing this on the side. But first, I need to get one thing straight. I have a hunch you guys have some connection to either Almada or the Gardens. So spill it. What kind of relationship does Ouroboros have with them?
Huh. Well, it isn't a close one, if that's what you're wondering. We haven't exactly been keeping in touch as of late. But your hunch is on point. We do have a connection with the Gardens.
You see, the two of us were once part of the Order of the Moonlight Horse, an organization of assassins. 14 years ago, Ouroboros destroyed the Order, but they extended a hand to the two of us and brought us into the fold.
Do you mean 3 of us?
Although they did not do the same for many of its other members. The society is a small group of elites, and they only accept the best and brightest. Fortune had not abandoned them, however. Shortly after, another villainous group was nearly wiped out in a major operation. My companion here herded the lost sheep of both groups and let them form their own flock.
Wait, you don't mean...
Huh. Has it already been 14 years? Time sure flies when you're having fun. And the society has offered me a wealth of entertainment.
From the data available to Marduk, there is only one operation that matches her story. I really hope it ain't the one I'm thinking of. Please tell me the group y'all are talking about isn't...
It's exactly as you think. The DG cult. You know the ones. The devil worshippers that spread chaos across the Republic and the continent as a whole.
No way, I've heard about those fiends from Sao. And I heard about them from my Grammy.
I brought the remnants of the Moonlight Horse and the DG cult together and set them loose on the world. That's how the Gardens were created. They find seeds that are scattered by the wind and grow them into fresh assassins that are ripe for the picking. Had I left them alone, the founding members would have rotted away, and their budding talent would have died on the vine. But by mixing the leftovers of the cult and the order, I created a chemical reaction more potent than my wildest imagination could have conjured. I gave that one domino a little push, and look at all the tragedies and pain that befell the world.
How could you? So this is all your fault. I take back what I said earlier. You aren't just a masochistic bastard, you're also a sadistic monster.
Can't say you're wrong. My colleagues, like the Wellspring Alchemist and the Professor, never go far enough for my tastes. But that's humanity for you. No one's the same. We've all got our own desires that make us tick.
Yeah, and those things that make you tick just so happen to tick me off. I get what you want us to do, though. It also comes at the perfect time, given Dingo's last request. Van, I don't like the idea of getting involved with these shitheads, but you might be right. So this gathering will include Marduk, Hayway, the Guild, and many other formidable foes. Groups. Well, as I am to admit it, we may require their aid if we are to force our way inside. Surely there's another way. Yeah, I do not want to help a pair of cold-blooded killers.
Oh, you do not need to think of it as helping us. You may instead think of it as entering a mutually beneficial relationship, where our goal is simply to use one another for our own ends.
I can take charge of laying the groundwork for the requests you'll get at the city. Those will keep you plenty busy. I'll even throw in a couple that'll give you a real thrill.
Chaos choices, maybe? As long as you don't slip a chop or two in them.
My. They really don't trust you, do they?
Anyway, sounds like we have ourselves a deal. Oh, almost forgot the other reason I came to this little office. Here's that souvenir I mentioned earlier.
Are you sure it's safe?
If you're worried about radiation, don't be. The professor, our technical expert, looked into the matter, and he found no traces of it whatsoever. The three disciples are probably racking their brains about that mystery this very moment.
There's no radioactive contamination, but all of the theories we have suggest... No, wait, perhaps they don't apply because the bomb was detonated in a non-traditional manner. I'm so lost. Hang on a sec, you nabbed the camera before the authorities locked the scene down. Won't ask how you managed to get there ahead of the cops, because if I heard the answer, you'd be leaving this room with a big old black eye.
Ooh, scary.
It's in our hands now, Dingo.
Guess we'll be off. We wouldn't want to overstay our welcome now, would we? I can hardly wait to see how you and those relics of yours will liven things up.
He knows about the Genesis. Haven't got a clue what you're on about, so you gonna tell us where we're going or not?
Why don't you ask the defanged lion? I've done enough talking for one day.
Well then, have a lovely rest of your day.
Whew, glad you were here, Master. I doubt I would have been able to keep my cool otherwise. Nonsense, you would have handled things just fine on your own. You held your ground well against them. You've grown into a fearless leader in my absence. I think you're giving me too much credit. Alright guys, I'm gonna ask that you all stay here. I'm going solo on this one. Huh, but why? Because it's too dangerous. This is their turf, and everyone there will be playing by their rules. There's no telling what will happen there, and I can be a lot more flexible if I'm on my own. Oh, but I can make an exception for Master. I figure I'm gonna need his help at least. You figure right. That is precisely why I came in the first place. Don't get me wrong, I don't think of y'all as a burden. This is just the best division of labor. I'll need you to gather info, be the point of contact for other groups, work with the guild, and... Hey!
You done flapping your gums yet? Good, because I stopped listening when I heard the words, "It's too dangerous."
I appreciate that you're worried about us, I really do. However...
We all have our reasons for wanting to go along with you. Mine is to ensure the nuclear devices can never again be used for malicious means.
Marduk considers this crisis to be a matter of grave concern, so it is only logical that I also accompany you.
You said it yourself. I'm not even a part-timer here to begin with, which means you can't order me around. I'm a phantom thief, so I'm gonna steal this show whether you like it or not.
Come on, you guys.
I haven't been stealing my nerves all this time for nothing. I'm not letting anything get between me and my sweet, sweet revenge. Even if you fire me, I'll just hitch a ride with Heiyue instead.
And I'd try to join up with the warriors of Kruga. I would really rather go with everyone here, though. I want to tackle this thing head on, the Spriggan way. Naturally, I would like to accompany you as well. Not just because of the Genesis, though I'll admit that is a factor. More importantly, I feel this conflict is born from the source of Calvard's turmoil, the distortions in the everyday world I know and the underworld. If my feeling is correct, then I must see this through to its conclusion. I recognize this may be a harrowing experience for me, but even so, I am determined to confront the harsh realities that lie in wait. So take me with you, Van. Please.
Agnes.
Wow.
So somehow I knew it'd end up like this one way or another. Unlucky for you though, the trouble isn't happening on a weekend or during a school trip. You're gonna have to play hooky.
I know, and I do feel guilty about it. Still, I have a plan in mind, so don't worry.
Probably something with Ren. Starting to think I'm a bad influence. I'll make sure you get paid in advance. That way you'll have the mirror for the bribes and hush money.
I wasn't planning on going that far.
Wow, Van's right. He really is a bad influence on you.
Okay then. Now that we've got all that squared away, mind sharing the location of the base?
Right. We need to know where they are so we can kick their sorry butts.
Very well then. The base of operations is located in the third largest city in the Republic, as well as its oldest. It is also the place where the terrorists of Calvard get much of their funding. The old city capital, Marasian. That is where they have set the stage for their carnival of chaos.
It's a long video. Wait, what?
That's how it goes.
Giving me points now?
There, God Zeman. I may have lost my life once, but that alone would never be enough to stop me.
Burgard joined, but there's no EOTM, is there? I guess not. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Trails Through Daybreak. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.